you took on Hector Garcia. Hector took the fight on short notice.
Yeah.
Basically a couple of weeks, if that. He not only gave you your first loss, but he dropped you for the first time in your career as well. Give me the biggest lesson you learned from that fight.
Honestly, he didn't really drop me. I dropped myself.
What do you mean by that?
Coming in the gym in boxing, you always learn when you punch with your chin in the air. When you come in, you're not supposed to come in with your chin in the air and jump in. You got to pay the consequences. That's exactly what I did. Because at that point, I don't know, my head was just not there. My brain and my arms and my brain wasn't cooperating with each other. My brain knew what to do, but my arms couldn't do it. So it was just like, it is what it is at this point. And I dropped myself. Like I said, I jumped in knowing I should have never jumped in with my chin in the air. I would try to throw a right hand, he threw it straight left. And that's bound to happen when you get caught jumped in. It's not like he hurt me. He didn't hurt me off that punch. It was a punch that he hurt me with another punch in the fight. That punch never hurted me.
I remember when we had you on the last stand last time, it was right before the fight, you said, listen, I don't even know who this guy is. Had never even heard of him. And I guess the question is, did you overlook this guy? And is that the biggest lesson you learned? Like, you know what? I think I'll never overlook another opponent.
To be honest, I really don't feel like I overlooked him. That's the crazy part, because I think I took every opponent as a serious, dangerous opponent, because all it takes is 5 pounds of pressure on the right spot, and you could be lights out. So I don't really think I overlooked him. Like I said, I don't like to make excuses, because I don't want to come up here and say like I feel like I overworked my body, because remember I was supposed to fight before, but we got postponed again. Then we got postponed again. So it's like I just felt like my body was just shot. Like there was no. I was gonna call the fight off, because I felt like, dang, like I should have just waited, but I was being. I learned patience, actually. I learned that was a lesson of being patient. Because Alan was telling me, wait. I'm like, nah, I need to fight. I've been training. I need to fight. Like, sometimes you got to listen to the people that's above you or that know more than you, because they tell you for a reason. Like, just wait, relax, go take some time off, take a week off, come back, regroup. But I was too fiending to fight, and I had to pay the consequences. Like I said, I don't make no excuses. Like, I was so dehydrated that fight. It was outrageous. My throat was swollen before the fight. Like, I could barely breathe. First round, I couldn't even breathe. When the last time you see me sit down in a fight in the corner? That fight, I had no choice but to sit down. I'm like, I can't breathe. Like, but there's no excuses. He beat me fair and square. He was the better man that night. But like I said, let's run it back. So I'm going to get this win. This win is going to be an impressive win. And he's going to put my name back up there, because a lot of people still look at him as a dog. Am I correct or am I correct?
Absolutely.
Everybody still look at him as a dog. He got caught like a good shot. He didn't regroup because he don't have this. The IQ, his brains wasn't there. So when I dominate him, now my name is back in the talk. My name is in the talks at 35. My name is in the talks at 30. I think I got to get my belt.
You talked about not only suffering your first loss, but depression. What was that like for you, suffering your first loss? And you know, a lot of people came at you hard, boy. They were hard on social media. This guy's all talk.
I don't pay it no mind. Like, I never paid people no mind. Like, been talking about me my whole life. Been saying what you can't do, what you ain't gonna do. Oh, you a front runner, you this, you that. I don't pay that no mind. I never paid it no mind. I don't care what people say. It's just to myself. Like, I was calling myself a loser all year. I'm still calling myself a loser until I get a win. I was being hard on myself. Like, damn, you suck. Like, it was times I was driving home, like, coming from anywhere, and I just, like, crying, like, damn, like, can't believe you lost. Like, and this whole time, instead of training, I was just focusing on, like, doing everything but training this whole time. I've been training now for, like, 3 months. But before then, I haven't been doing nothing. I was just living. I was just taking everything as a lesson. How many lessons you going to take until you learn how to do the right thing? And I had to come to my senses, like, yo, I'm bugging. Like, I'm Prime. I'm Prime. I'm B-Hop. Whatever they want to call me. I'm Christopher Colbert. That's me.
Yeah. I'm curious. What were your feelings though, watching Garcia after he gets the victory over you, go get a world title shot, win it? All of a sudden, there's all of this admiration for this guy, and then he gets the big payday and takes on Tank Davis. What was that like for you to see him do that all in that year?
I'm proud. I ain't no hater. Ain't no hate on my shoulder. Like I'm proud of him. Like he capitalized on the opportunity got presented to him. He went out and did big things. I can't say he had a big payday, but for him, it probably was a big payday. But listen, like I said, I'm proud of him. He went in there and gave Javante a fight. Like he didn't just go in there and get clipped up like I thought he would. I thought he was gonna get chipped up early. Bing bang boom went. Was all she wrote. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie. He went in there. He was really catching Tank. Like I knew his footwork was gonna be the problem, and his defense is not too shabby.